Hello everybody! Hope everybody is doing well. I'm here in my little oasis that I will shortly share with you, my backyard. I spent 3 weeks transforming my backyard into my dream backyard, and it is absolutely beautiful. I'm very excited to share that with you, but before I do so, which will probably be on my next video, but before I do so, I wanted to tell you 10 facts about me that I think that a lot of people don't know. So if you guys are interested, if you want to know what makes me, because I remember watching videos on why flight attendants became flight attendants. Like, what is it that they have that I don't have, and what did they see during the interview process that I don't have? And so I remember just studying these people and being like, what is it that she has, and how come she gets it and I don't get that job? So if you guys are intrigued, about my life and who I am, I just wanted to share with you. So before I keep going with that conversation, I know you're going to see the sign and be like, what the hell does Cabo San Lucas mean? Like I said, make sure to watch my next video about my backyard transformation. It's changed my life, and it's kept me occupied, made me happy. That's my little retreat where I can relax, and I'm just so happy. Ever since I've built it, I've done it on my own. I've worked really hard, and it all paid off because the way it looks, it's just everything I've ever wanted and more. So with that said, 10 facts. You guys are ready? My other hand's holding the phone, so I can't do 10. All right, fact number 1. I know 3 languages. Do you guys know which ones they are? I think you guys know of 2, obviously. English, Italian, and you know that I'm French. So French, and I speak a little bit of Spanish and understand 90% of it. So I guess it's considered as 3 languages. When I say English, a lot of people will say, well, that's not a language, you already speak English. But for me it is, because I'm born and raised in Canada, so my first language was actually Italian. I was raised by my grandma, who comes from Sicily, and so my mom's Italian and married a Canadian. And so when I was born, my mom and dad would work, and my grandma would babysit me, so she would always constantly speak to me in Italian. So my first language was Italian, which was awkward because my dad would come pick me up from grandma's house, and I would be speaking to him in Italian and he wouldn't understand it because he's Canadian. So it was really weird. So fact number 1 about me, I know 3 languages: Italian, French, English, of course, but for me it's English. For me would be a 3rd language, but let's just say Spanish as well. So 3, 4. Oh yeah, I did do a little boo-boo right here. I had a party yesterday and I closed my finger on something, and it hurt. But anyways, all right, fact number 2. I take a shower before I work out. I know some of you might be like, what? Like, what did you just say? Yeah, I take a shower before I go work out because I feel that it relaxes my muscles and they're not as stiff. Because when you get out of bed and you get ready, everything is so stiff. I like to take a warm shower, sometimes really, really hot, so that my muscle relaxes, and then I could have the best 3-mile run that morning. So yes, I do that. All right, fact number 3. I do not use deodorant. What are you talking about? I do not use deodorant. And I don't stink, not that I know of. Nobody's complained about my my stinkiness, but I use homemade deodorant. I actually make my own. I also make my own lip balm, and I make my own face cream, and I also make my own sunscreen. So every morning I use my sunscreen, and I go for a run for about 3 to 4 miles every single day, and I work out, and I do a lot of outdoors activity every single day. The sun hits me really hard, and you can tell I don't always put SPF here, which I should. That's why I'm a little redder than here. But I literally every single day use my SPF, and it leaves my skin, and it's all healthy base. It's coconut oil with shea butter. I do my own little concussion, and everybody that buys it from me loves it. I have different scents, just 2 or 3. It's not big, but if ever you get a chance, go to organickiss.net and you can order your own. It feels amazing. It's natural. I make it from home. I sell it. I have a lot of clients, a lot of repeat clients. They love my stuff. My kids use it all the time. They never get burned. And I use it all the time, and it protects me inside and out. So I really like it, and it's good for your skin as well, for aging and all that. So yes, you guys, I do my own sunscreen and my own deodorant. So I'm really excited about that. Now, fact number 4. I am in love with popcorn Cheetos and Takis. Anything spicy, I have to have. Like literally, I have to have. So there's not a day that goes by, and I know I eat really healthy, that I will not have a handful of Takis, those spicy Takis. Like I'll just lick them and suck on them for that saltiness and whatnot. Love those. And then if not, then I'll have the new Cheeto popcorn. They're like really spicy. They are my favorite. They're so freaking good. I have them by the side of my bed. I know it's so bad. And I'll have a handful before bed. It is just, I know I shouldn't, but. All right. Fact number 5. I have never put anything in my eyeballs. Like I've never put contacts. I am scared of anything that goes really close to my eyes. I don't like glasses. And I need glasses to drive, but I will not wear my glasses for some reason because it just gives me a headache. And so I've tried contacts, and just anything to my eyes is just disgusting. I can't stand it. Just like a finger, or even that when you go for the eye exam and it just goes, you know, that little air pressure in your eyes, it just makes me, it freaks me out. I just can't handle it. So yeah, I've never shoved, I've never had that. All right, fact number 6, you guys. 6. I have never ever smoked a cigarette, ever, and I've never even tried drugs, ever. I don't even know what they taste like. I don't care to know how they taste like. I just know the smell of it, and it's disgusting, whether it's weed or whether I could see, you know, people snorkeling some drugs or whatever it is. I have no interest at all, and I don't know what it tastes like. I know what smoking smells like. Secondhand smoking is horrible. I've worked in bars and it smells awful, you know, or just going to the casino. It's enough for me to just smell it and feel disgusted by it, and that's enough for me not to want to try it. So I've never ever tried a cigarette in my life. I know, kind of weird, right? All right, fact number 7. I have a heart condition, you folks. I do. I have a heart condition. I believe I was either born with it, because I know that my dad unfortunately passed away from that. He had, he ended up passing away. I feel so bad talking about it, but he had a heart condition, passed away during an operation, open heart surgery. So we lost him at a young age. But my heart, I'm pretty sure it's hereditary, because I know that I started feeling bad when I was 18. I remember thinking, well, why is it that when I go to Florida, because I used to travel and go to Florida or Cancun from Canada, and the winter months, every time I would go in the heat, it would feel better. Then I would go back in the winter weather, and then I would get really, really sick. So I get very, very, for some reason, I start getting a strong heartbeat, and then my heart will stop and try to catch up. So I always thought that was weird. So I got myself checked, and I do have a regurgitating heart is what it's called. So there's something wrong with my valve. And so instead of the valve shutting down, letting the blood flow and then reopening, it is actually a lazy valve is what they call it. So it creates a lot of, how do you say it? Like heartbeats that are just irregular. And sometimes I get a little fainty and a little weird. So if I don't exercise, because you know the heart is a muscle, if I don't exercise even for one day, I could feel that it's out of whack, which is really weird, and it's just gotten worse with time. Now I get affected once a month, closer to the period of the month, the period of the month. You know what I'm talking about, the monthly thing. That's when my hormones are kicking in, and it just I feel a little worse. During the month, it's not so bad as long as I don't drink any coffee. any caffeine, anything that has caffeine in it. So tea, coffee, Coca-Cola, anything like that. I do take ginseng and B12 in my Herbalife products. They don't affect me at all, which is really weird because that is my pre-workout. So it does have some kind of stimulant, but it helps me get through the day. It doesn't affect me that way. But anything that has like Coca-Cola, anything with caffeine will affect it, and I will feel it, and I'll feel like shaky. My heart will be out of whack, and it's a terrible feeling, you guys. So I try, especially when I fly, stay away from all that. Try to stay as healthy as possible. I try to be active, and I know if I'm not, if I'm not eating well, like fast food and eating a lot of salt, I'll feel that as well. So, okay, another fact about me is I'm claustrophobic. I really am. And I work in a plane. I know how to control my claustrophobia. I know how to speak to myself to control it, but I am claustrophobic. Literally, like if I'm in a car, I need to open a window. Like you'll be driving and it could be hot, like 110 degrees like today, or it could be super freezing. I need to open my window. I need some air. Like it gets too stuffy in the car and I need some air. And so I remember being pregnant in a bus in Italy. And when you're pregnant, like there's so much weight on your chest and on your lungs, and I couldn't breathe, and there was no windows that you could open in that bus, and we were seated in the back of the bus and I could not breathe, and here I am like shouting at the driver, "Get open the door, open the window." I was freaking out. This was years ago. This was 11 years ago with my first child, but I remember being like, it's hot. And so I didn't realize it until people actually told me. They're like, "I think you're claustrophobic," and I'm like, "No, why would you say that?" Because they're like, "You're opening the window and it's like freezing." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I need air, and they're like, "But it's weird. Like we have the AC if it's hot, and we have like the heaters if it's cold. So like, what's your problem?" I always need a window open. Like I'll be in my room and I need the window open for some fresh air. I'm in a hotel room. If there's no windows, I'm like, I have to open the blinds to see some light. Or have you ever taken a cruise where you want to go for the cheapest room and they put you in a room with no window? It's like, I don't even know if it's day or night. Like I need to see the light. I need to open a window. Like I know I can't open a window. I'm on a cruise and they put you like at the bottom of the pit. They put you at the bottom of the cruise. I need to see. I need to look out. Like I am just one of those crazy claustrophobia weirdos. And in the plane, for some reason, it's not so bad because I'm busy and I could look out. And it's always cold on the plane, so I don't feel like. But it's so weird how the plane is fine. I feel like home in there, but then anything else I don't. Go figure. If I go for a swim, let's say I'm on an island and I want to go swim with the dolphins, or I want to go swim in the ocean and we're all like scuba diving or something, and they'll give you gear. I don't want anything on me. Don't give me a mask. Don't give me a tube. Don't give me like those paddle things for your feet. I don't want anything. Like I want to feel like a mermaid and swim with the ocean, with the, don't give me anything. I don't care if I can't see the fish. I can't even get like that mask to stick anyways, because there's always water coming in, and I can't breathe with that tube because there's always water coming in. And those pedal things, I feel like one will come off, or just I don't feel myself. And don't give me a scuba diving tank. I just feel like I need to be free. So I'll go down and dive, open my eyes in that salt water, which I love, and then kind of take the deep breath and go back like a fish. And I need to feel free. So again, I think that's related to my, claustrophobia, I guess. But I just don't like anything on me. I want to feel free. So I just feel so at home there. I really do. And I remember going to Cabo San Lucas with my family 2 years ago, I believe, and it was the most amazing experience. But they told us there were sharks. A lot of people were scared, and I was just swimming like a mermaid. I just felt so at home there. As long as you don't give me no gear. And then they want to give you the vest, the life vest, and I'm like, please, I know how to swim. Can you not give it to me? And they're like, fine. They're not supposed to, and I swam there, and I just felt so good. So that's me, yes. Anyways, I hope this was fun. Just wanted to let you know a little bit about me, because a lot of you guys don't know me and I don't know you. So I hope this was refreshing. And so I can't wait for you to watch my second video, which is on my new oasis. And I'm sure you've kind of gotten little peeks here and there as I'm talking and moving my phone, but I cannot wait for you guys to kind of learn more, and I want to kind of give you a tutorial on how to make your own oasis at home, whether it's a big yard, small yard, no pool, with pool. This is a dream come true, and I can't wait to share that with you in my next video. So stay tuned. Again, if you still need, advice, if you need help with resume, which another one of my videos that are coming up will be about resume and how to make a resume and succeed in getting calls from your resume. I will be posting that in the next couple of days, or maybe even today, because I'm going to make most of my videos today. So thank you again for following me. If you need some coaching, I know they, I think the airlines are starting to pick up a little bit, just like everything else opening up. And so definitely hit me up. This is the time to kind of get ready. Don't wait till last minute. Keep applying. A lot of people are getting interviews, so just feel free to call me and I will make sure that I can tutor you, coach you, whatever it is that you need. I offer 30 minutes. I also offer hourly coaching, so let me know. All right, guys. See you later. Bye.